live from the dance capital of the world, New York City. The Adventures of My Ballerina and Me show! My ballerina and me, we two are as close as can be. Whether I'm trying to climb up a tree or sitting down with you for tea, we're dancing, we're dancing. Sometimes we go for a long stroller ride, or in the playground I can go down the slide. It doesn't really matter the things that we do, all that matters is just me and you. We're dancing, we're dancing. My ballerina and me, we two are as close as can be. So thanks for stopping over to come and see my ballerina, my ballerina, my ballerina and me.
To the Adventures of My Ballerina and Me. I'm your host Elizabeth Flores, and I'm back with Sarah Mushi. And since it's February and we're getting closer to Valentine's Day, today's episode is all about ballets I love and why. And I'd very much like to hear what ballets are your favorites. We'll explore some of the various ballets, the music, the composers, and what scenes are famous and the showstoppers that we all look forward to seeing. Before we get into that, I also want to share a visit that I had on a previous episode. I interviewed Frank Perry of Roper Records. Frank Perry is a marvelous music producer in the ballet industry, ballroom, tap, all kinds of great ballet music to listen to when we take class. We are lucky enough to have our own live orchestra that we perform to, which is a rare and special thing for a ballet company. But for our classes, we do depend on music that's pre-recorded, and thanks to wonderful people like Frank Perry, he's produced so many fantastic records and CDs over the years that have kept us dancing and enjoying the dancing as we go along. So I went there, and I want to say a special thanks to Eliza Minden at Gator Minden for donating dancewear to our school. And with some of the funds that we had been able to get, we went shopping at with Mr. Frank Perry and purchased some fabulous new music for our school. And his wife, Mrs. Perry, also shared with us her beautiful paintings. I want to show them to you. It's all about abstract art. Abstract art is about color and lines and form, and I just want to show you some of the beautiful work that she has done. It's just colors that make me happy. If you ever go to art galleries, it's really nice to look. You know, Balanchine, the founder of New York City Ballet, famous choreographer, he often would go to art galleries to be inspired for his ballets and his works. And also backdrops in ballets are very important. The kind of artwork that's behind the scenes, hanging up behind the dancers, is visually very important. So good art in all different forms, whether it's dance or painting or music, it's very important to see as much as you can and to look at different styles and to be inspired. So let's take a look now at some of my favorite ballets and explore some of the different scenes. I'll see you after.
Nikia, which it calls the temple dancer, and Solar, the warrior Solar. They actually swear love to each other, but she didn't know that he has an arranged marriage with Gamsati. Gamsati finds out that Solar is in love with her, and she decides that she has to die. She gives her flowers. When she hugs the flowers, a snake bites her in the neck, so she dies. It's a difficult role just because in the first and second act, you're a human, you're a beautiful, exotic lady, and in the third act, you become a vision. Every single part of your body has to actually say that. And the whole time you're actually just calling him, inviting him to come with you. You know that he betrayed you, but at the same time, you're calling him to love you.
Our first ballet today is La Bayadere. La Bayadere takes place in the royal India of long ago. The ballet begins and the audience learns that Nikita, a beautiful temple dancer, is in love with young warrior Solar. Solar is engaged to another. Her name is Gamsati. While they're promised, Nikita is forced to dance, and after she receives a basket of flowers from Gamsati, the basket contains a deadly snake, and Nikita dies. Solar dreams of reuniting with Nikita in the Kingdom of Shades, which is where we are now. He awakens, remembering that he's still engaged. At his wedding, however, he sees a vision of Nikita. He mistakenly vows to what he believes is her instead of his bride-to-be. Because of all of this, the gods frown on it, and the whole temple is destroyed. The whole palace comes down in the end. Solar and Nikita are reunited in spirit in the Kingdom of the Shades. This beautiful scene is the famous scene, and you can imagine the first girl is doing her arabesque, plie tendu, and cambrai again and again and again. It may seem monotonous, but if you watch for a bit, you will see the true beauty of the corps de ballet all working together. Enjoy this scene from the Kingdom of the Shades in La Bayadere. the composer of La Bayadere, Incas. This is another famous scene called the Bronze Idol. This dancer is Johann Rundvall. He was my teacher, and he's performing in American Ballet Theater's production and Natalia Markarova's staging. Enjoy the Bronze Idol. Remember this beautiful variation last week from Baryshnikov? Dancing Solos variation from La Bayadere. Okay, here comes Nikita. And she looks at Gamzati, who is with her love, Solar. She does this tragic adagio, and in the end is handed a basket. her snake bite. Don't worry, as you can see, she's just fine. It's all in the acting. And depending on the production, you'll see the snake sometimes more or less depending. There's so much more to this ballet. Enjoy your own research and tell me your favorite moment of the ballet. And what's the most challenging ballet to conduct?
Well, see, it depends. Like, we have different ways of being challenged. I mean, musically, there are some that are very difficult, like Romeo and Juliet, Prokofiev's Romeo and Juliet. The music is hard. But then there are some where it's harder for the conductor because of all different changes in tempo, something like Giselle or La Bayadere or something like that.
Those are my two favorite ballets.
Oh my God, really? Wow. See, I'll be conducting you someday.
Is it like the part with the snake?
Yeah.
And then she dies.
Is that everybody's favorite part?
That's her favorite part.
I had a lot of fun watching these different ballets today with you. My personal favorite is La Bayadere, just because it's such a juicy ballet and so much happens. And The Kingdom of the Shades is always a favorite for me. It's like an amazing vision. Tell me what your favorite ballet was that you saw today and why, and maybe a little bit about the music. I'm also excited to say that in the spring, we are going to be performing excerpts from the ballet La Bayadere for our students with live music. So, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you keep up on all the latest news, like and comment. We will see you next time. I think Sarah's getting tired, so gotta wrap it up today. And we'll see you next time on the adventures of My Ballerina and Me. Bye. Enjoy the adventures of My Ballerina and Me on every Sunday at 4 p.m. MNN Channel 2. After, see it on our YouTube channel. And now some previous trivia questions and our superstar students answering them.
Ballerina and Me show, and this week's trivia question is, what is Clara's favorite step in ballet? The answer is développé. Développé.
You out there watching the show? Well, if you are, at the end of this episode, text Elizabeth at 607-725-2560 a video of you answering today's trivia question just like Stephanie. And you too might get a prize.
You mean I get to get a shout out too? That's so cool. What's the trivia question?
Today's trivia question is, who was Baryshnikov's teacher? And a bonus question, what was your favorite variation that you saw him dance today? What ballet was it from? Text Elizabeth a video of you answering it, and you too can be on next week's show and win a prize.
Hi, Miss Elizabeth. It's Alyssa. I just watched the Adventures of My Ballerina and Me show. Baryshnikov's teacher was Alexander Pushkin, and my favorite variation of the show was Act 2 of Giselle when he did the pirouettes. Thank you.
You out there watching the show? Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment on the Adventures of My Ballerina and Me on our YouTube channel. Keep watching. Our trivia questions this week. What ballet did we study? Who wrote the music? And what was your favorite scene that you saw today? Be sure to text Elizabeth, and we'll feature you on our next episode. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to the Adventures of My Ballerina and Me on YouTube. See you next week, 4 o'clock, Channel 2 on MNN.org. Thanks to these fine sponsors for making our show possible. Be sure to subscribe to the Adventures of My Ballerina and Me on our YouTube channel. See you next time.